YouTube. What is going on? It's Triple C Boxing. I'm here with a quick vlog. Just something real quick. Now, I want to talk about this fast light speed. Teofimo Lopez versus vasyl Lomachenko. Reports is out that the unification bout might be in jeopardy due to Lopez rejecting the offer of $1.2 million. Now, I just want to get this out the way. That is all cap. The fight is not in jeopardy because Lopez is turning down the offer, which he is. The fight is in jeopardy because Lopez is not ready yet. He's just not. Because there's an interview on ES News, a Broner interview, months before the pandemic, which Teofimo crashes just to tell Broner how the fight with Lomachenko's done. He's happy that it's done. He already knows they lowballing him because he says it. He's like, yeah, they lowballing me, but I'm getting 1 point something million, so I'm getting mine. And you know why he said that? Because I'm pretty sure this 1 point something million that he's getting offered is the biggest paycheck he's ever going to take home in his life. I'm not saying ever, but currently that 1.2 million is going to be the biggest paycheck he ever takes home in his life. So he agreed to take home the biggest paycheck ever in his life before the pandemic, right? Before the pandemic. Now, after the pandemic, or us currently still in the pandemic, right? He's rejecting the biggest check of his life. Why? It makes no fucking sense. And the times that we're in and we're living in, bro, somebody's offering you $1.2 million to do something that you train to do every single day, and then you're so confident, you and your dad, that you're gonna beat Lomachenko just flat out, hands down. So why are you rejecting the offer? Because it's not enough money? Loma's only getting 3.25. So how much more money do you want? Because it can't be like, oh, you get 2 million, I get 2 million. Loma's the A side. You know, like, so I don't get it. And then, as big as a Teofimo fan, as big as a Lomachenko fan as I am, I don't see them generating big numbers as far as when it comes to the pay-per-view. UFC, which is pretty much like the only game in town, right? Gamebred versus Usman did what, 1.3 million? I don't see Lomachenko versus Lopez touching nowhere near that. I'm sorry, I just don't. Because Lomachenko's fans are, you know, us, the older hardcore boxing fans that respect the game, respect the skill, what Lomachenko brings to the ring. And then Teofimo fans are, you know, the new generation of boxing fans, the ones that watch everything on YouTube and feel like, oh, this guy has a bazillion YouTube videos, so he's fucking nice. This is the reason why everybody on YouTube always brings up Devin Haney, always brings up Tank Davis. But out of those two, you know, Tank is, I feel, a little more thorough than Devin Haney. Devin Haney's first like 17 fights was in a bar in Tijuana. Nobody knows about this. Nobody even knows who he is. But we see all these videos on YouTube and we think he's the fucking GOAT just because of that. You know, same thing with Teofimo. And so what I'm trying to say is the YouTube fans are not going to buy the pay-per-views. They're just not, you know? So once again, the revenue share is not there. So Teofimo turning down 1.2 to fight Loma is not for money. It's because he's just not ready yet. And, you know, we watch all Teofimo's videos, right? Every time he's on a fucking video working out, he looks like he's at least 155 pounds. I understand he's brolic, solid muscle. And a lot of boxers, when they're trying to, like, you know, win early in their career, they're supposed to fight, like, for example, Teofimo's supposed to be a 155 fighter, but he's fighting at 135, just so when he cuts and rehydrates, he can, you know, have a power of like a welterweight and really do damage. And I get it, you know, I get it. That's part of the game. I get it, but he's not rejecting the fight because of money. He's rejecting the fight because he's not ready. Because no boxer is outboxing Lomachenko for 12 rounds. It's just not happening, cuz you're not outboxing Loma for 12 rounds. So your only chance is to land a left or right and hope Lomachenko doesn't get up. And just pray he doesn't get up. But because nobody's outboxing Loma 12 rounds, bro. So nice and sweet. Lopez is not rejecting the fight for money. He's rejecting the fight because he's just not ready. And I'm not saying like, oh, what I mean by he's not ready. If the fight's supposed to take place in October, he might stall out for the fight to take place next year. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it gives him a little more time to be ready. Because you can always cut the weight, you can always get in shape. But as far as like building up your skill, building up your confidence, truly understanding like, all right, what do you have to do against a fighter like Lomachenko? Because a lot of these fighters can, that's part of the game, discredit their opponent. But if you have to give credit to your opponent when it's due, and Lomachenko, he's one of those fighters that you have to respect his skill set. You have to. You just have to respect his skill set. So, my honest opinion, Teofimo Lopez is not rejecting the fight due to financial issues. He's rejecting the fight because he's not ready for a Lomachenko fight, and he wants to give himself more time until he is ready for the Lomachenko fight. Because he's always says that he is. He always says that he's gonna knock Lomachenko out. He's gonna be the new pound for pound king. He's gonna be unified after he beats Loma. And if you're so confident that you're gonna accomplish all these things, why are you gonna risk it all for 1.2 million when once again that's going to be the biggest paycheck you ever take home in your life? And the only way for you to get that paycheck is if you fight Lomachenko. It makes no sense. Because, think about it. Like, Lomachenko has to fight Lopez. And after he fights Lopez, Lomachenko has to win the WBC again to truly be unified across the board. So he has to fight Devin Haney, right? If the fight is in jeopardy for whatever reason and it doesn't go that route, Teofimo ultimately going to cost himself out on more money in the future since he wants more money now, because you beat Loma. Lopez beats Loma. He's unified and he's on the pound for pound list now. And then you go for undisputed across the board, right? And you fight Devin Haney. Now that fight is going to generate you a lot of money because not that it's a YouTube fight, but that's the fight that all the young casual boxing fans are going to tune in to see, because that's going to be the fight for like future supremacy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, all right, this fight right here is going to be like, who's going to be the next top dog for the next 10, 20 years in the sport. But, youngins don't look at it that way. They just want to look at it as however they want to look at it. But Lopez isn't rejecting the fight for money. He's rejecting the fight because he wants more time. And I'm going to end it off with saying this. Lopez is going to get his money. The fight's going to happen. And you know why I feel the fight's going to happen? Why Lopez is going to get his money at the end of the day? Because when Lomachenko turned pro, a bunch of promoters was throwing him like $1 million, like signing bonus, just to sign with the promotion company. He turned that all down. He said he didn't want to sign for the money. He wanted to sign with the promoter that can get him the shot at the title first. That was Bob Arum. He couldn't do it on the first one, and he did it on the second one. That's why Lomachenko signed the top rank to this day. So I feel Lopez is gonna get his money, but if the reports of him rejecting it, it's not because of the money. It's because he wants more time, and he's just not ready for a Lomachenko fight. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people not ready for a Lomachenko fight. Tune in out.